Hey friends, this is Karen from Blue Rooster Farm, and this evening I am in the kitchen getting ready to whip up a little snack. And what I'm making is an old-fashioned recipe that is called sugared popcorn. So if you want to see how I make sugared popcorn, stick around. Well, like I said in the intro, this is a really old recipe. In fact, my grandmother would make this when she was a girl, and that was in the early 1900s. It is a recipe for sugared popcorn. Now, there's recipes out there for candied popcorn, sugared popcorn, and they're old-fashioned recipes, but I have not found this recipe exactly like the way we make it out there. They're really close, but they add an extra ingredient here or there. And we add one ingredient that I do not see anybody else adding, and I'm going to share that with you while we make it. So what you want to do is pop up a big bowl of popcorn. And back when I was a girl in the 60s and 70s, when we would make this, my mom would make this. Back then, there wasn't as many snack options and things. And so popcorn was a pretty common end of the day snack. And we would usually make it in a big pot and shake the pot, and it would pop all the popcorn, dump it out, add more, and just keep putting it in the pot. Now they also had the Jiffy Pop. So if you're as old as I am, you might remember the Jiffy Pop. It was the pan, and we always thought it was so cool if we could get a Jiffy Pop. It was the aluminum pan that you'd put on the stove and you'd shake it and it would start expanding, and the lid, the foil at the top would get bigger and bigger as the popcorn would pop. And that was something else because microwavable popcorn wasn't invented yet. And they didn't have it in bags like they do today either. So you just took popcorn kernels and put them on your stove, or you bought Jiffy Pop. So anyway, tonight I just put some microwave popcorn in my microwave, and this is probably 3 bags of just regular size popcorn bags. You can make as much as you want or as little as you want. And this is also something that if you want it sweeter, use less popcorn. If you want less sweetness, make it with more popcorn. But it's a really good recipe, and I know when my mom used to make popcorn, we were always hoping that she would make the sugared popcorn because we really loved it. And she'd always put some pink food coloring in it, and that just seemed to make it even better, of course. But I'm going to turn you around to the stove, and I'm going to just show you how easy this is to make. All right, here we are at the stove, and what you're going to need is you're going to need a candy thermometer or a cold glass of water or a little cup of water. We're going to be boiling this to the softball stage, which is about 234 to 240 degrees. And when you drop a little bit of this syrup into that water, it will mold into a little soft ball when you stick your finger in there. And then when you pull it out, it will flatten. And that is the softball stage, and that's what we'll be cooking this to. It just takes about 4 or 5 minutes to get it to that temperature. So into this bowl, we're going to add 2 ingredients. We're going to add 2 cups of sugar, and we're going to add half a cup of water. Now, if you wanted to make a smaller batch, you could, of course, do 1 cup of sugar and 1/4 of a cup of water. That would be fine. And we're just going to let this dissolve and heat up and go to the softball stage. So simple. Now, a lot of these recipes that I've seen for the old-fashioned, and they call it candy corn, and it's not the sugared corn usually. It's more of a slippery or a shiny sugar coating, and they use a little corn syrup in theirs, and that keeps it from crystallizing. I do see some sugared popcorn out there, but they add a dairy product, cream or milk, and we don't add that to this. This is just basic sugared popcorn. Now, there are people that add like a tablespoon of butter to theirs, or they add some vanilla at the end to it. We're not going to add that. What we are going to add, though, is we're going to add about a teaspoon or two of vinegar, just white vinegar. And I remembered my mom always adding that. And, you know, that was just what we added. So when I was looking at recipes, trying to find one that was like the one we made, I could not find anyone adding vinegar to theirs. So I called my mom and I said, you know, I was looking up, trying to find a recipe similar to the one that you used to make. And I said, didn't you add vinegar? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, what did the vinegar do? And she said, it just cut the sweetness and it made it taste not as sweet. So we really loved the flavor of it. But, you know, I always thought the vinegar had something to do with the sugaring or did something with the candy making process. I do know that my sister had shared an article with me, something with candy making and adding vinegar, and I forgot exactly what, but there was some kind of chemical reaction. But in this, I think they just added it to cut the sweetness. We're not going to add any salt. We're not going to add any vanilla. We are just adding water, sugar, and a teaspoon or two of vinegar. And then we're going to make it pretty by adding, we always had it pink, so we'll add a drop of, or drop or two, depending on how much it takes, of red food coloring. So this is going to be fun. And this is really a perfect popcorn for Valentine's Day because of the color. You can make it any color. We've always just had pink. You can make it yellow and green and pink and make it spring colors. Or at Christmas, you could make it a red and have it for Christmas, and it would be really pretty. But this is going to be sugary, so it's not going to be shiny on the popcorn. It is going to be sugary. If you have had kettle corn, in kettle corn, you know, and I might do a video on making kettle corn sometime too. The sugar is thrown in with the popcorn, and it kind of glazes the popcorn a little bit and gives it that sweet flavor. So you're kind of getting the same thing here, only this has a lot more sugar than the kettle corn, but you can use less, and that would make it more like the kettle corn. But this is a fun recipe to make with kids, and they'll love it. Great for kids' parties, to have on a table at a party, a baby shower. You can do pink and blue, but very fun. And it stores nicely in a Ziploc bag. You can hand it out as a treat. But we never had any left over as kids, so we would make sure we'd eat it all. It was that good. So I'm going to let this come to a boil, and I'm going to bring you back when it's dissolved, and we're bringing it up to 234 degrees. All right, I'm bringing you back real quickly because it looks like it's just about there. Like I said, it just takes a couple of minutes. And again, it's just been a couple of minutes. It probably is going to take 4 or 5 minutes altogether. So I've got a little bit of ice in here, so it's cold water. Put just a little bit in there. And I'm going to see if I can find it down there, and I do. And I try to bring it together. It's not coming together quite as a ball yet, just about. Okay, here we go. Here's what it looks like. It's just about there. And I'm watching the thermometer too, and I can see it's just about at the right temperature. I think it's there. So put a little bit in that ice water. is coming together, but it flattens out when I pull it out. So there it is. I believe we are ready to add the vinegar and the food coloring. So like I said, I just add maybe a teaspoon, and just be careful when you add the cold ingredient to that hot. I'm going to do 1.5 teaspoons. And then I'm going to add, let's try 1 drop and see what that does. That's pretty, isn't it? 1 more drop. Okay, so I'm turning off the heat. I'm going to bring the popcorn over here. Now this is going to sugar up really, really quickly. So I just have to work quickly from here. I noticed it's already sugaring on the edges of the pan where it was cooking up pretty quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to drizzle it over this. And I don't know if I'm going to use the whole thing because I don't want it just overly sweet. So there's half of it right there. So let's mix that and see what it looks like. And it's just a really light pastel colored pink. And that's adding quite a bit of sugar to it. I'm going to add just a little bit more. And at this point, all of the kids' hands would be in there grabbing, tasting, making sure it's good. Now, I did not add salt to our sugar solution. You can add salt to your popcorn and decide if you want more or less salt then. But I'm just going to keep giving this a toss, and as it cools, we're going to see it starting to sugar. And you'll see the pan getting kind of sugary also. And you could certainly speed this up by taking it outside tonight. It's cold out there. That's good. And there's just a little tiny hint of the vinegar, not much. Gives it some sort of flavor, just you would never know it's vinegar. Okay, I can feel it crystallizing now. Look at the pan, you can probably see it becoming sugary down here. See how that's sugaring? And if you wanted it a darker pink, you could add more food coloring. We don't care. This is just for us to eat tonight, so I'm just making it quite light. But it looks like I'm going to have to warm this up and make another couple bags of popcorn and pour that over it. And I do believe we have sugared popcorn. Let me pull you back here just a bit. I don't know how well you can see that through the camera. That is good. So good and so easy. I hope you give this a try. It is really delicious. And if you know, this isn't real sugared, it's sugared enough for us, but you could definitely sugar it really well. But I think that would be too sweet. But we always had it just about like this, and it was perfect. So if you enjoyed seeing this recipe, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to like and share, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thanks for watching.